Thanks. This morning we are tackling the topic of Governor Dannel Malloy's request for teaching colleges to admit only B+ students. And radio host Lisa Wexler is joining us now to share her opinions on this. Good to see you, Lisa.
Hi, Logan. Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about what the governor is proposing and whether you think it's a good idea.
Well, I think it's a very good idea because I think that we need smart kids and they begin with smart teachers. And what Governor Malloy is saying is that we need to upgrade the standards, literally the GPA of teachers admitted to teaching colleges in Connecticut, which is currently not a B+ standard. And I was surprised to hear that fully half of the people that were admitted last year would not be admitted under a B+ standard, which upset me because, Logan, other than your parents, who else has really influenced you? Your teachers.
Sure.
And we talk a lot about wanting America to be a more educated society. We only have 70% of kids graduating high school now. I think it begins with remembering that smart teachers had a huge influence on us and a huge impact.
He's specifically proposing that the state's public and private teaching colleges increase entrance requirements from a 2.7 to a 3.3 GPA in their early college years. And you just mentioned the idea is that if you have smart teachers, you get smarter students.
That's my feeling, yes.
And you were telling me at the break that these teachers actually really have very low SAT scores.
They do.
And we thought, we were both surprised at that.
Very surprised. Of all the professions, lawyers, doctors, dentists, engineers, as a profession right now, teachers have the lowest SAT scores in the country.
You would think that somebody who wants to go into the profession of teaching is a bright student themselves.
You
they
would have
love
hoped
education, they love knowledge, they know how to study.
That was certainly true years ago. Of course, years ago, it was also true that women had either a nursing or a teaching profession ahead of them if they wanted to be in the working sphere. So for so many smart educated women that became teachers, the bar could be set very high. It was a very selective process. Over the last generation, it's no secret, the bar has been set much lower and the process is much less selective than it used to be. And again, it comes back down to results. We want results-oriented students. We need to have really smart teachers. And I reject the argument that a GPA doesn't necessarily make you smart. I think it makes you smarter than someone who doesn't study. After all, this is about studying, discipline, work habits, the kinds of things we want to inculcate in our children. Besides the results of a test, we want to have people in the classroom who understood what it was like to study, to be disciplined, to work hard.
I think most would agree that the smarter the teacher, the better it is, but is there a problem that if you put the bar so high, now all of a sudden you're just not going to get enough people to apply for these teaching positions?
I don't think so.
No?
I think teaching still has good benefits. It's still a great profession. You still have summers off where you can do something else.
Sure.
You still have every holiday and vacation. I don't agree with that at all.
Unfortunately, they just don't get paid that much, do they as a teacher?
They get paid reasonably well.
Yeah.
They probably need to get paid better. But again, it becomes a chicken or egg. We don't want to pay teachers unless we can prove they're doing the job of getting smarter kids. So maybe if we elevate the standards of the profession, society will turn around and recognize that this profession needs to get paid as a profession very well.
So we'll see what happens. Always good to see you, Lisa
Love
Wexler. Thanks for coming in every week. Don't forget, you can always listen to Lisa on the radio. She is on from 4 to 6 p.m. at WFAS. You can also check her out, LisaWexler.com. She's on Twitter. She's on Facebook.
All of that.
The whole shooting match, Joe Fury.